and welcome to the APL Round 3, the European Grand Prix. Today we will be racing at the Valencia circuit in Spain. Right now we will watch a 10-minute qualifying, then a small pause while we wait for one more driver, and then an exciting long main race with all of our drivers. Mr. 13-bot topping the practice at the end, with still Stefanov on his Williams right behind him. On board with Ramon in his Sauber with number 23. Everyone on their outlap. It's important to get enough room for the hot lap. Drivers will have more attempts as it's 10 minutes long. The lap around here is around 1 minute 37 from what we saw at the tops of the timetables at the end of practice. A small mistake here from Estenba. A look up. So Sebo 55 starting his first flying lap. On Renault he was the first to complete his outlap, and it was also the quickest outlap of them all. Hello AJ, how are you doing? Hope it's all well. Sebo then flying through the first sectors of the track. 17,000 RPM, 300 kilometers here into the heavy braking. A small look up from the Renault driver. As he races around the harbor. On board now. And out of the final corner, the first lap set it today in qualifying, and it's 1:39.1. That is not the quickest lap we have seen so far. So after the first runs, Adam Rocco topping the timetables so far with 1:38.6. We still wait for the favorite so far, 13-bot, as Adam Rocco. I don't know if he's still on a flying lap, but he's certainly improving by 2/10 so far. And now 6/10 up on his best lap time. So he could go into the 1:37s. I'll join for the next race. Is the next week the same time? It's always the same time. I'm not sure if there is a race next week or if there is a pause. Let me check for you. Yes, the next race is next week at the same time as this one. From 6 PM Central European Time. Adam Rocco 1 second up on his best lap in his Red Bull. Oh, a small lock up here and he goes off the track. He's still 9 tenths up though. But you were right, he kind of did. Out of the final corner, 9 tenths up. What time is he gonna set? And it's 1:37.7 for the driver in Vettel's Red Bull. Into the pit lane comes still Stefanov. I don't think he did a quick lap yet. He still has a fast lap to do. Here is Estenba in P2 so far. 9 tenths behind the provisional pole sitter Adam Rocco, but 13 bot now. Almost a second quicker than Adam Rocco. Sebo 2 tenths up on his best lap so far. Trying to get into the top 3. Five tenths up. So he could sneak it. Well, at least you will join the next one. And Sebo out of the final corner, 2 tenths up, and he will stay in P4. Here is Estenba. Also almost 2 tenths up, but now he braked very early and he lost all the time he made up. But on the acceleration, and it's a small improvement I think, but nothing big. Here is 13 and 13 but went into the wall and lost all the made up time there. Estenba 2 tenths up on his best lap. If he has enough fuel, then maybe he could improve a little bit, but he would stay in P3. Here is Ramon in his Sauber. There's oh well, that's not very nice. I can check, but not too sure what to do with it. Well, I have reconnected my microphone. I hope it helped. I'm not sure. Okay, join the driver's briefing and let me know what they are saying. So Stoyo Stefanov also massively up on his best lap because that was his out lap. Out of the final corner, and this could be a very good lap time indeed. And he goes up to P2. And Draz has just joined, so there won't be a pause. Between the race and qualifying, the Force India duel will be completed. So Sebo then down to P6, Estenba down to P5, Adam Rocco down to P4. Ramon on his Sauber. If it gets worse, let me know. I can try to do something, but I'm not too sure what. Never had that problem, so. Now there's more people not racing, also Odish, because he had something to do. There's a lot of people that are not racing today. I think that, yeah, 3 people declined attendance and 5 were tentative, and like 4 of those didn't show up, so yeah, you're definitely not the only one. So Sebo stays last in P6, but Dras will start last, because he didn't take part in qualifying. And here's 13 bot, 8 tenths up on his best lap, so he could get close to the pole. He gets P2, so a front row start for 13 bot, but he's still far away from pole position. Now there is a countdown ahead of the start. 1 minute we have to wait. So Ramon then on pole position from 13 bot. Sauber versus Force India on the front row. Still Stefanov on his Williams down in P3. Adam Rocco starting P4 for Red Bull. And Estemba and Sebo were the last 2 in qualifying. Dras will start from P7. Because he didn't take part in qualifying. "29 laps ahead of us." On this track that we have not seen for a very long time, and we will most likely never see again any action on it, as it's now totally abandoned in real life. So at least we can enjoy some racing action on it here on the APL F1 event. But there is something wrong with the server, so we all have to leave. That's great. So let me just ask everyone what's going on, and I'll get to you as soon as possible. So there's an issue with a setup for everyone. So once they sort it out, we can go racing. I'll keep you all updated. So we are still waiting for the drivers to sort the issue out with the setup. So I guess in the meantime, perhaps, I don't know guys, you can tell me what's your opinion on the Lewis Hamilton move to Ferrari from 2025. I personally think it's quite interesting, and definitely if some engineers move along with Hamilton to Ferrari, it could be very interesting for the team itself. And if Ferrari actually listens to Hamilton, then this could lead them back up to the top. So I kind of feel sorry for Carlos Sainz, but on the other hand I think that he will definitely find a place and a new home, so yeah. I have confidence in that, and I think it will be very interesting to see Hamilton in red after, how many? 11, 12 years at Mercedes? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it will be also interesting to see his rivalry with Charles Leclerc, especially in the race, because I think in qualifying Leclerc has an advantage because he's very quick over one lap, but in the race pace Hamilton is very good, and it will be very tight for Charles to match, I think. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. So after our amazing drivers have sorted out the issue with the setups, we will be redoing qualifying. So let's enjoy more action at the Valencia track. Hopefully this time with Dross as well. So hello everyone, welcome back. We are redoing qualifying, and let's enjoy some action. Once again on the track. After our drivers complete laps, we now see first flying laps. Here is Draz, who couldn't take part in the first qualifying attempt, let's say. As it was just quali practice, let's call it that. Now he is here, he managed to join. So yeah, here we can look at his wonderful face inside the helmet. Flames frying there from the exhaust of the Force India. A very pretty livery, I have to say, the 2010 Force India. I really like it. I like most of the liveries from the 2010 season. That was one of the best considering the liveries, if you ask me. There in the background we could also see a Red Bull. Should I join and ruin the server? Oh no, please don't. I don't want to do another 5-minute wait and another qualifying. Don't do that to me, please. So Dras now completing his first flying lap, and it's 1:38.5. That would not be enough for pole position in the quali 1. And straight Ramon goes faster, and 13 bot beats Ramon. So it's 1:36.3, the quickest time so far. Still Stefanov goes to P3, just behind Ramon with 1:37.6. Here we can see Duras up on his delta time, around the 10th. 13 is so pissed laughing. I can definitely imagine 13 bot being pissed. Yeah, I know what that looks like. Can you record it? Voice record him what he's saying. I really wonder about that. It's nice that 13 bot is pissed, but you know, he's the quickest guy on the track. Maybe that will satisfy him. As into the pit goes Russ. Here is Sebo 55, 6 tenths up on his best time. That could move him up to P4 against Russ. He defended himself. God damn it. And Sebo just 2 tenths behind Russ, so he needs to find a little bit more time if he wants to get the P4. Quickest by over a second. Yeah, that's true. Nearly a second quicker. He's only 9 tenths quicker, so that's definitely a reason to be mad, you know. It's not the whole second. So Stoil Stefanov then. In P3. I believe he'll box this lap and get a new set of tires. Also, if you know anyone who likes to watch racing at Friday afternoon, don't forget to share the stream so we get more viewers. More chat, more fun. Sebo, I'm not sure if he's on outlap or a hot lap, but he's 5 10 down so far, so that's definitely not good enough. Maybe this could be like his, you know, in lap. He's 10 down on Dras in 4th, so that's definitely someone he'll want to beat in this qualifying. So Ramon now in a Lotus. That's weird, he drove Sauber before, didn't he? But it doesn't matter, the cars are equal, so everyone gets the same shot. Dras was up on his lap time, but he went off, I believe. So now he's 2 tenths down, almost, yeah, 3 tenths. Ramon, on the other hand, is 2 tenths up, so... Yeah, now it's 4 tenths, but there is some traffic in his way. Half a second up on his best lap time. This is a very good lap from Ramon. Oh yeah, oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, that makes sense, they said that Ramon couldn't find his setup, so... Yeah, thank you. This is a very good lap from Dras though. 7, 8 tenths up through there. 9 tenths, it's almost a second quicker. So this could move him up to P3. And in the final corner, 1.1 seconds up. Now he dropped off a little bit, 1 second up. So it's... And it's up to P3 for Dras. So that's a very good lap from Dras. Still Stefanov looks like he will be able to find the answer to Dras as he is 6 tenths up into the final corner. And out of the final corner, 7 tenths up. And he goes back up to P3. Not good enough for P2, but he's only a tenth behind. Will there be enough time for him to get another lap in though? I don't think so. Here is Adam Rocco. I believe this will be his first real flying lap because he's only in P6 and he's been one of the quicker drivers, so... Draws up on his lap again. If he can complete this one and find another 5/10, he could get back to P3, but you know, he's not improving really now, so here is Sebo. 5/10 up, but that won't help him because he's 1 second behind, and now he's also in the way of Ramon. So overtaking during qualifying, Ramon down the inside. Locking up from both of them. I believe they both lost time. Oh, and Sebo's off. He's hit Ramon, and Ramon's off as well. And that force in there, I don't know if it was 13 bot or Dras, had to go off. Estemba will start from P7. He didn't manage to get another lap in. Here is Adam Rocco improving by almost 2 seconds, 1.6 seconds. AJ says Adam will bottle it again, so let's see if he can call it again. 2 seconds up for Adam Rocco. A little bit of bump there. 2.5 seconds, almost 3 seconds up, out of the final corner, the Red Bull driver. And it's up to P4. So now we have the countdown again. Let's hope that this time everything works and we get to watch an exciting race. So 50 seconds to go now. So who will win? Who will you guys put your money on? 13 bot on pole position by 6/10 from Ramon. In third place, Stoil Stefanov on the Williams. And in fourth, Adam Rocco. Just outside that pole 1 second. Right behind Adam Rocco there is Dras, then Sebo, and then Estenba in P7. 7 drivers today on the grid. AJ says that 13 bot will win, so let's see. Bot on pole position, and he has the line down the inside of turn 1. Ramon on the outside if he can get the jump at the start in his Lotus. Stoil Stefanov in P3, Rocco in P4, Dras in P5, Sebo in P6, and Estemba in P7. 13 seconds to go. 10. We can hear the engine revving already as the lights go all red. And it's a start. 13 bot gets a decent start, but Ramon I think can go around the outside, wheel to wheel. And down the inside goes Stoil Stefanov, and oh, and he's crashed into Ramon and into 13 bot. There goes Rocco. Here is Dras. So 13 bot all the way down to last place. I just have to go back to the pits there, sorry. So no one crashes into my car, as I can't be fully a spectator. Panda, yeah, that's me, but I'm not racing, you know. So here's Stoil Stefanov putting pressure on Adam Rocco. Ramon has the lead up front, just 2 seconds. Here is 13bot putting pressure on Estemba for that P6. 13bot didn't get the start he wanted, there was an incident. So now he has to come back. I think that's a pass for P6, right down there. A little bit of blocking up, we could see some smoke. Oh, a little bit wide there goes Estemba. Still Stefanov putting pressure on Rocco. Yeah, I really like the Force India as well. That's, I think, a very pretty car. Here is the fight for P2. With Rocco, still Stefanov, Dras and Sebo all involved in there. Everyone very close to Adam, while Ramon is running up front with already 3-second gap. Little bit wide there, and I think Sebo made a mistake there as well. 13bot already on him. Sebo fell a little bit off from this group. And yeah, there in the background we can see 13bot making the pass on Sebo. And yeah, Sebo now late braking, but oh, little bit of bumping there with 13bot. In the meantime, Dras got still Stefanov made a mistake there. I think he ran wide and went off the track. So now the two Force Indias right behind each other. I think Dras will let 13bot go here. So 13bot can do his comeback race. And yes, or is he letting him go? Yeah, I think Dras let the 13bot go there. You have to be careful because Sebo is right behind them. Yeah, 13bot ahead of Dras. Now Dras will have to defend against Sebo. Those guys on similar pace. Yeah, and here is 13bot already caught up to Rocco. Still a long race ahead of us. And everyone is on the hard tire. So everyone will be on the same strategy here, I think. Switching from the hard to the soft. To the softer tire. Ramon has a 5-second lead over 13bot, so the chase is now on for 13bot to get Ramon. Meanwhile, Dras under 1 second behind Adam Rocco. And still Stefanov right on the rear wing of Sebo, as we can see on the live timing, under 1 second. And yes, here it is. Still Stefanov behind Sebo and his Renault. A little bit of alternative lines. Puts the power down. Will he be close enough here? Not close enough yet, but he is definitely in the hunt. Meanwhile, Dras caught up to Adam Rocco. He's 7 tenths behind him. So it's about the same gap as still Stefanov to Sebo. Yes, still Stefanov I think is now wheel to wheel with Sebo. We can and he got ahead. There. We didn't get to see it. But he's still wheel to wheel with Sebo, and Sebo's down the inside. Enough space has been given and Sebo is back through. Meanwhile, here is Dras behind Adam Rocco. And back to Sebo. Oh, I think Sebo banged the wall there a little bit. Now still Stefanov got ahead, and he's far enough ahead. Went. Adam Rocco went off the track there, and through goes Ras. And now Rocco will be back up down the inside. Now switches to the outside. He still hangs it around the outside. Now in the slipstream, but he doesn't get the better exit. Adam Rocco, so then now, yeah, oh, a little bit of slide there. Rocco now behind Ras. The Force India duo very strong all season long. 13 bot caught up a little bit to Ramon, but he's not catching him by massive amounts of time. So there's definitely some hope for Ramon so that he can hang on to this lead. Adam Rocco then chasing Dras so he can get back on the podium. But Dras seems to have a decent pace in him. There we can see Stefanov in the background, making up the last time. Here is the leader of the race, Ramon, in his Lotus, as he just completes the 5th lap of the race. That means there's 24 more laps ahead of us. Adam Rocco 1.1 behind Ras. He went a little bit wide there. The top two are getting away. Dras's gap to 13 bot is getting bigger and bigger. The 13 bots gap to Ramon, the leader of the race, is staying pretty much the same. Is around 4.7, 4.6. Adam Rocco falling behind Ras. Yep, is 1.9 seconds. While still Stefanov, he's getting closer to Adam Rocco. He's about 1.1 seconds behind, and he's getting closer every lap, I think. So here is a Ramon leading the race, leading out front there. Enjoying the 5-second lead. He had the good start. 13 bot got into contact. So from P2 he's leading the race by... And 13 bot made a mistake somewhere, I think, because he dropped like 4 tenths back. Still Stefanov chasing Adam Rocco down for P4. Very quick driver as well. The gap staying at the 1 second mark. And he's close to him, he's definitely close. This is the closest group we have. Ras, Adam Rocco and still Stefanov. All together, but not close enough for any overtaking action, at least so far. Because for me it looks like still Stefanov is actually closing in. And he's just now in the 7-10 zone. And Rocco wide there again, so... So Stefanov is getting close, and he should be close enough for an overtaking attempt. Oh, and he made a mistake here. Went to the inside and almost went to Adam Rocco, locking up. No contact made. I don't know why the camera bot switched me to Dras when there are two guys very close to each other, but anyway. There we can see them in the background. He's very close to Adam Rocco, still Stefanov. Under 6/10. Not close enough, but very close indeed. He should be able to attack anytime soon now. But he got very close and now he dropped off a little bit, so... Oh, and that's Dras off the track, and he made a mistake, and Rocco goes through. Dras, I think, went into the wall there, and again he bumped the wall. So Dras off, and still Stefanov now very close to him as well. Will he be attempting an overtake here? And yes, he's on the inside line. And will he be through? I believe that yes. Oh, Dras tries to hang it around the outside. And he does. Dras hangs it around the outside. But oh, and they bumped into each other and there's a collision between still Stefanov and there is Sebo, and he goes through in the middle. So Sebo says thank you very much and bye bye to Dras and still Stefanov. Dras from P3 down to P5. Still Stefanov down to P6. As he was going around the outside of Dras, they bumped into each other and Dras went round and off. And here is 13bot pitting from the hard tire. That I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but he goes to the soft tire. So he will now have a whole race stint to do on the soft tire. As still Stefanov chasing Sebo and Dras. Dras trying to make up the lost ground. Adam Rocco very much went into a free P3 here. He has a 6-second gap to Sebo, so that's about the time lost in the collision for Dras and still Stefanov, 6 seconds. Dras now getting close to Sebo, 3/10. Yo, hello Taz. I hope I said that correctly, hello. How are you doing today? Oh, Dras around the outside a little bit wide. So still Stefanov now gets the run on him. But on the wider line he drops back a little bit. But he's getting close and he switches to the outside line. Brakes late, but he's not close enough to Dras for an attempting overtake. Yes, I'm fine, thank you very much. So will still Stefanov overtake Dras before Dras gets close enough to Sebo for an overtake? And now still Stefanov dropped back a little bit and Dras is very close to Sebo. He's in the half second behind. It's a very difficult track to overtake here. But it's not impossible, as we have already seen. No, I don't know your game tag, to be honest. No, I have no idea. Well, we're not racing now, so it's difficult to say. I don't know. Oh, and Dras now very close to Sebo. He's on the outside line. He goes around the outside. He has enough speed for... Oh, Sebo late braking. Hits the curbs. Now... Oh, wait on player. Oh my god. Well, that's embarrassing for me. Hello, Anon. I have never seen you under the name AJ. Never. I don't remember ever seeing you like that. Meanwhile, Sebo managed to defend from Dras, but Dras is still putting the pressure on him. Still Stefanov waiting in the background. Both drivers going very wide there. Dras is still on Sebo's tail. Sebo's managed to stretch out the gap a little bit, and now it's still Stefanov who's right behind Dras. Okay, nice. Another guy whose name starts with the letter A, that's great. Because mine does as well, and Rocco does as well, so... The A gang. Well, Dras still putting the pressure on Sebo. This is a very nice battle. And Sebo really putting up to the name of the Renault in 2010, defending for all his might. Now Dras going around the outside. But is there enough of a gap? And no, Sebo will now have the inside line, and that should be enough. But Dras very late on the brakes around the outside. That has been magnificent overtake. There's a wheel bump. And Sebo stays ahead. Now Dras switches to the inside. And I think he's gone through. Dras has gone through. And now it's still Stefanov. Even Dras's name is with A. Whoa! Whoa. So that's 4 of us. Damn! The Quattro A gang. Can Sebo get Dras back? Or, yeah, Dras seems to have the superior pace here. Meanwhile, as they were battling, Estenba caught up. You can see him in the background in his Mercedes. So Sebo defended magnificently from Dras. How long will he be able to defend from still Stefanov? As they go over the bridge. And it really seems that he's holding still Stefanov up. The gap is stretching out to Dras. It's already 1.4 seconds. And now he has the inside line. And down the inside, Sebo around the outside. Very tight. Oh, shame you have to hold up. But alright, have a good one. See you, bye bye. So then. Still Stefanov didn't manage to get on Sebo through there. But now down the inside and they bank and Sebo does the switcheroo. And you know, you can already see Estenba in the background catching up as well. Okay then. I'll be looking forward to seeing you there. As we go on board with Estenba, the Mercedes driver. Still Stefanov meanwhile still close to Sebo. Under 1 second. Now he's very close again. 2 tenths. Almost wheel to wheel. But he can't overtake around the outside here. Oh, and that was very close call from Estenba. As he outbraked himself and almost rear-ended still Stefanov. Oh, and very late braking from still Stefanov. He almost rear-ended Sebo and Estenba goes through. So Esteban up to P6. Sebo 55 finally having some rest after its long defensive battle. He can perhaps focus to try and catch Dras out front. Someone joined the server and is driving car number 10, I think I saw. I'm not sure really, but that's unexpected. And still Stefanov going into the pit lane. And into the box, so he will get rid of that hard tire and put the soft tire on. Meanwhile, here is Adam Rocco. He is driving a very much loner race. He had some nice battles at the start, but after that contact between Stefanov and Dras, he has been pretty much all alone out there. Just setting in some consistent lap times and driving as much as he can. As good as he can. Now Esteban 1.6 seconds behind Sebo. Trying to find that extra bit of time, weaving on the straight. I don't know why, maybe the hard tires are tough to warm up. So we now have 2 race drivers on the soft tire. 13 bot who pitted very early and is trying to undercut Ramon. And Stefanov, who is most likely, I think, trying to undercut Esteban and Sebo right now on the soft tire. I wonder if Sebo is going to respond to that, because, you know, he is far behind Dras, he has the gap. And like this, Stefanov maybe doesn't get ahead of him. So I think that should maybe be the right call for Sebo to box now for the soft and, you know, defend himself and the P5 against Stefanov and his undercut, because, you know, he is gaining time on the soft tire. He definitely is and will be gaining time, especially as the hard tire degrades in even more. So perhaps it's the right call for Sebo to box and get the soft rubber on, defend himself against Stefanov. It's been, I think, another 3 tenths till Stefanov has put it down, so perhaps it's the right, I think it's the right call for Sebo to box now. The hard tires must be finished after the 16 laps, and 13 bot is still setting decent lap times on the all softs, so I believe that's what Sebo should do. Dras in P4 also pretty much alone now. He had a great battle with Sebo. Both show some great racing skill there. You have to give them that. There is pretty much nothing going on at the moment. The only thing we can watch is Stefanov gaining time on Estemba and also gaining time on Sebo. Here is the race leader Ramon, who has a 13.7 lead. I believe he might have been undercutted by 13 bot, but he will have much fresher tires at the end, so it's going to be an interesting battle, something to look forward to. Definitely. And yes, as I've said that, Ramon goes into the pit lane. He will put the soft rubber on. And here is Dras, but we need to see where 13 bot is. Because we need to know if he managed to undercut Ramon or not. And no, 13 bot didn't manage to do it. So the undercut isn't as powerful as we might think it is. Because he's 1.4 behind Ramon, 0.5, so he's very close now. Ramon on the cold tires. He might have a tough time defending here against 13-bot. 13-bot on the softs. But they are both now on the softs, but 13-bot has put them on almost 10 laps ago. And down the inside, it's aggressive move from 13-bot, and that didn't pay off at all. And all his hard work goes undone because he lost his head in that move. And he went very deep. It was a brave dive bomb, but didn't pay off. Here is Adam Rocco out of the pit lane on the soft tires. So now everyone is starting to put the soft rubber on. Estemba just behind him on the hard tire, the used hard tire. I don't think he will be able to go for an overtake here because those hard tires will be really worn off. 13-bot in 0.7 of a second behind Ramon, but maybe he just lost the advantage now. Because Ramon's tires will be up to temperature and he will be able to set the quick lap times. They were on very similar pace in qualifying. 13-bot got the pole, then he dropped back. He made a very interesting strategy call. Boxing on lap 9 or so for the soft, knowing he will have to stay on that tire for the rest of the race. And as I thought, he's now dropping back off because the tires have their best... Oh! As he went wide there. And I think he has to give up at the time. Because 13-bot cut in the corner and he took the race lead. I don't think he is allowed to do that. And they are going wheel to wheel, but the bot isn't showing me the battle. The camera bot, I can't go to watch them. Come on, show us the battle of Ramon and 13-bot, please. As Draz went into the pit lane as well. And 13-bot is back behind Ramon. I believe he had to give that place back because he cut in the corner. And here is 13-bot down the inside of Ramon for the race lead, but Ramon does the switch back on him. And both of them very close to each other. Here is the battle of Estemba, Draz and Sto Stefanov. Estemba is yet to pit, Sto Stefanov and Draz have pitted already. And that corner, yeah, yeah, 13-bot is now in the pit lane again for a new set of softs, so I don't think the strategy paid off for him. And yeah, that corner cutting, that was interesting. And here is Adam Rocco, he caught up to Sebo 55, who is yet to pit on those hards. I don't understand why Sebo didn't pit for the softs when he still had the time, you know, because now he has been undercutted by Sto Stefanov. And he will have tough time making that up. And yeah, here is Sebo now pitting for the softs. Ramon in the lead by 21 seconds. So this should be a cruise for a victory then, if those tires can make it to the end, as they should make it to the end. Here is Draz and Adam Rocco. This is not a battle we have not. This is a battle that we have not seen for a very long time, since the start of the race. Half a second behind. And they are now going wheel to wheel there, and that was 13-bot letting them through. That's weird. He dropped back off, and now he went wheel to wheel with still Stefano, but why did 13 bot drop back off and let it Dras and Adam Rocco through? That's interesting tactics, I guess. When down the inside goes Dras, Adam Rocco switches back on him. There is 13 bot and still Stefanov also following each other. This is an amazing camera for the battle. Dras and 13 bot both close to Adam Rocco. Here is Dras down the inside into the final corner, and he goes back up to P2. Wheel to wheel now on the main straight. And there is 13 bot in the background, so the Q-Force India's going for the Red Bull. 13 bot down the inside. And Rocco hangs on, so Dras goes to P4, 13 bot and Dras now wheel to wheel, still Stefanov also right behind them. I'm wondering if 13 bot made a mistake there, or if he was waiting for Dras and Rocco to help his teammate in this battle because he realized that the race win is now fallen away from him. And the Dras very weirdly viewing there. And 13 bot goes past Adam Rocco. Round the outside, but Rocco goes back on him. And 13 bot gets back up to P2. This is a very cool, and I think Rocco got hit from behind. At least that's what it sounded like. So this is a 4-way battle for the 2 podium spots, the 2nd and the 3rd spot on the podium. And there is Dras down the inside of his teammate, or... There's 13 bot down the inside of Dras, sorry. Yeah, the Q-Force India still very close to each other. Bot all over Adam Rocco. Now wheel to wheel. And he goes back past him. And Rocco rear ends 13 bot and sends him over the track. And he lets Dras through and he's waiting for 13 bot to give him the place, I think. And yeah, here. So here they are. So that's a 3P2 for Dras. And what? Rocco put it 13 bot in the wall. And now 13 bot down the inside and they almost make contact. Bot still fighting. Here is still Stefanov, right behind this battle, and 13 bot got ahead of Adam Rocco there. Will Rocco be able to fight back? Doesn't look so, but he's still close. So you never know. Still Stefanov now getting close to Adam Rocco. A little bit of locking up there, and Rocco dropping back, so it seems that the Force Indians have managed to outmuscle the Red Bull. Will now still Stefanov be able to attack Adam Rocco for the P4? And this could potentially also help bring Sebo back into the battle, because he's just 3.7 seconds behind. And if these two guys are going to have a big fight, you know, this could bring Sebo back into the game. Sebo currently in P6. And Sto Stefanov got ahead of Adam Rocco, but didn't get to see it. And they are going wheel to wheel in the background there. And Rocco is down to P5. Oh, and Sto Stefanov looking up there. Almost looked like if he was going sideways. So 13 was now getting closer and closer to his teammate. Are they going to have a final race, or will Dras let him through, or will 13 bot hold position? We saw that in Bahrain, where 13 bot made a mistake and he held position for Dras, so Dras could take the win in Bahrain. So what will 13 bot do now? Is he going to stay behind his teammate for the last five remaining laps, or will he attack? And it looks like he's going to attack his teammate. Are going almost wheel to wheel through there. Now Dras runs wide and runs wide again, but 13 bot is still behind. Now Q4 and just wheeled, and why did the bot change the drivers? Like, yes. Now we can go back to see them. And 13 bot got ahead of Dras. Now Dras down the inside, he retakes second place. Wheel to wheel. And 13 bot down the inside, takes P2 back again. So a great scrap going on between these two. Will Dras be able to fight back for the P2? Looks like 13 bots got him at this point. Yeah, the gap now stretching out to over a second. Hello, Sabo. That is the Renault driver, if you would like to have a chat with him. And he caught up to Adam Rocco, actually. So while the Q4 Indias were battling, Sebo caught up to Adam Rocco. So he could still be in for taking the P5. And Sebo got ahead of Adam Rocco, but the bot is just being stupid. So let me just do something right here. So here is Adam Rocco. Will he be able to find his way back and up to the top 5 after Sebo has gone past him? You know, it seems like he's dropping bad. It just seems that he used too much of his tires, and now he just can't find way to get close to Sebo again. As it's 9/10, 1 second. You know, the gap is stretching away. So this looks like the race will finish like it is now. This is the closest duo on the track so far. So Sebo then in the top 5. Getting away from Adam Rocco. He's 6 seconds behind Stefanov in P4. And there isn't a lot of laps remaining, so if Rocco wants to get back into the top 5, he should prepare for it now. Prepare his final strike, and he's getting closer to Sebo. So let's see what he will be able to do here. And he's now and he went wide here, so he will lose some time, but he's still in the slipstream. And he's close. This very heavy braking. As we will be getting closer and closer to the final lap. There is not a lot of laps remaining, and Rocco is under 1 second to... Oh, and Sebo went wide. Sebo went wide there. He locked up. That could help Rocco, but gap again stretching just over 1 second, so Sebo started pushing in response. So, can he get away from Rocco? It's around that 1 second the gap. Nine tenths. Adam Rocco. Just doesn't seem he's close enough. Doesn't seem he has left enough. It's 8 tenths 1 second. The gap's still staying the same. I think Sebo has done enough here. And he goes wide again. Yeah, the gap again stretching away from him. He gets into the 7th and then just drops back off. As we will now start the final lap. Here is the race leader, Ramon, who has over a 50-second lead. He got the lead on lap 1. He then maybe dropped from it during the pit stops for a short period, but no one was able to get close to him enough. And he's now flying on the final lap as Adam Rocco. I believe he's very close to Sebo. Just 4 tenths now. So what can Sebo do in his defense here? Rocco prepared for the final strike, and now he will go down the inside of Sebo. And he manages to get through, and he takes P5 from Sebo. A small bump there. Sebo goes back through, Rocco now switches back in the slipstream. down the outside right. Oh, and he bumps into Sebo and they both crash. I believe that's enough for Rocco. As here is Ramon approaching this battle, he's about to lob them. And Rocco, yeah, I believe all is lost for him now. With Sebo and Rocco will eventually head to one last lap. Ramon takes the checkered flag here at Valencia at the European Grand Prix and he wins. Will Rocco be able to cool his tires down and try that one more time? He's in 0.7 of a second. He is very close, but not close enough. 0.7 it is. 0.6, 7. He's pushing the limit. This is the first time I have not seen him go wide here. But yeah, the gap is just way too far now for anything to happen here. Oh, and he went sideways there. So slide from Rocco. As here is 13 bot who will take the P2 for Force India. Another great performance by 13 bot. And here is Dras making his way around the final turn to finish P3. Sto Stefanov goes for the P4 finish. And here is Sebo on his way to finish in the top 5. Out of the final turn. There he goes. Rocco finishes in P6 and that's all. Because Estenbar retired from the race. So as everyone finishes, it's time to prepare for the interviews. The post-race ones. So don't go anywhere just yet, as the drivers should start making their way into the press conference room. And we will start with the P2 man, Mr. 13 bot. Hello,
Hello.
Mr. 13.
Hello.
So it's a pole position and a P2 finish for you. How did you feel
Yeah.
out there? You were the only one to stop twice.
Yeah, well, I was pretty annoyed. I obviously got rammed at the start, which you missed. I got completely
I
spun
saw
around.
it. I saw it. Don't worry.
Yeah. And obviously, I think you saw I was doing a bit of shenanigans, if you know what I mean. But generally, P2, P3, that's good for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it's
think,
a good result for the team.
Even if Ramon keeps winning, I think we'll win the constructors. Just because Jas has really stepped up.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's all that really matters to me is the constructors. I don't really mind who wins the drivers. You know, it's most likely going to be Ramon, just because Ramon's obviously fast every race, as well as he's a bit more lucky than I am. So, but either way, it was a fun race. Well, it would have been funner if I hadn't been taken out, but you know what it is.
Yeah. Also pitted very early for the softs, and you almost undercutted Ramon.
Yeah.
And that was the plan, to undercut him, or?
Well, no, that wasn't the plan. But obviously, since I got round around, I lost 8 seconds to him.
I think 5.
Yeah, somewhere around. Well, I know I gained back a lot on the opening laps. I was overtaking people left, right, and centre, which I think I gained on Ramon. I was doing fast laps, but then when we were in clear air, it kind of got to like stalemate with the 5 seconds. I was a little bit faster, but obviously I couldn't really do much, especially when I switched to the softs early, and he was still so fast. Ramon's an absolute fucking beast on those on these cars, so it was going to be pretty hard to beat him anyway.
Okay. Also, then you waited for Rocco and Dras to help Dras?
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
No,
No, I just wanted to race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just
I
double
think that's
checking before I leave. I'll tell you who hit me in the rear.
I believe it was Stoyle at the start.
No, it was Dras essentially, his car decided to fly onto. I'll just quickly show you real quick. It just okay, I can't stream the name. Never mind. But yeah, so essentially Dras got rammed, and then obviously his carcass of a car just rammed me essentially. So that's what made me spin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. No worries, man.
Then congratulations on the P2. See you.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Hello, Mr. Sabo. This is our P5 finisher. Tell us about your race. You had some great battles with Dras and Rocco at the end. And you showed some brilliant defending throughout the race, so tell us about your race.
Yeah, well, my race was pretty good, in terms of fighting. At the start I was defending very hardly against Dras. I mean, I think it was hard but fair fight, Same with the Rocco in the end. At the end of the Grand Prix, it's true that I hit a Rocco once, but then he hit me back, so I mean, I think we are fair now. But yeah, it was a good Grand Prix in terms of action from my side. But it's a shame for me that I just didn't have a pace for better, and yeah, the start I got a bit unlucky that both Force India spun into my way and I just couldn't really go anywhere and I had to slow down there, and yeah, I just think that didn't help a lot my race result. But yeah, still happy with the P5 though. I didn't expect that at the end, so yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough from you. Great result still.
Yeah, thank you.
And yeah, some nice pace. Also, I wanted to ask you, when you had the battle with Dras and Stoyle, Stoyle pitted for softs and you stayed out much longer than him. You didn't think that, like, you should pit to defend from his undercut, or why you stay out so much longer?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had the strategy that I would rush at the end, of the Grand Prix. And I didn't think that he would be that fast, And yeah, I mean, I risked, maybe that cost me a position, but it's true that I think this strategy also helped me to overtake a Rocco maybe. But yeah, maybe next time I should learn from this experience, and maybe next time I can fight for better positions if I defend the undercut,
Okay. Thank you, fair enough. That's all. Congratulations on the P5, and yeah, see you.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye bye. And so that's everyone who turned up for the interview today. So we won't be hearing from the P3 and the P1 finishers. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And remember, next week the British Grand Prix round 4. Once again, should be full of exciting action. A known player should turn up as well, as he promised here in the chat. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to hearing from all you, and see you. Bye bye. Don't forget to join our Discord and